Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today we'll be talking about the New York Jets getting blown out, dropping to 0-8 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. But before we get started, just wanted to mention that you can follow along with me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the podcast, and of course, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Matt O'Leary NY. So the Chiefs start with the ball. And Le'Veon Bell had pretty much his only big moment, an 18-yard reception. Would have been nice if we seen a little bit of screens with the New York Jets. Didn't get to see that. But the Kansas City Chiefs would go up 7-0 on a jet sweep. And technically that was a passing touchdown on a jet sweep because it's a forward pass, but kind of like a run as well. So Jets find themselves in a hole after winning the coin toss, electing to defer. And then the Jets would get the ball after giving up a huge drive. Mahomes 5 of 5, a touchdown pass, looking really good. And the Jets offense actually looked like semi-passable again. Like this is a repeat of the first half against Buffalo. The Jets' drive would eventually stall out and they would settle for a field goal opportunity. They would hit and make it a 7-3 game. KC gets it right back. Big play alert. Ashtyn Davis falls down. Tyreek Hill gets hit with a bomb. 14-3. And just like that, Kansas City's off and running. On the next drive, the Jets again are moving it. A really nice play to Denzel Mims, a bomb on the right side, sideline, a jump ball, which was good to see. That was his second catch, and unfortunately, just about final catch on the day. They didn't really do too much in the second half with Denzel Mims, shockingly, but he had 2 catches for 42 yards at this point. A really nice play on the right sideline and good ball from Sam Darnold too. They would settle for a field goal, making it 14-6. Somehow the Jets still hanging around at this point. Chiefs offense doesn't really do anything. Next possession, Jets get it back, move the ball down the field again. They would go for it on 4th and short, and they would pick it up. Nice play by Perine, who looked okay in the first half, didn't do a damn thing in the second half like the rest of the Jets offense. Jets would eventually settle for a field goal, 14-9 at this point. Next Kansas City possession, it's the Travis Kelce show. He was putting Avery Williamson in a body bag. Avery Williamson cannot keep up with Travis Kelce. They march right down the field. He gets hit with a touchdown to make it a 21-9 game. The Jets would get the ball and actually move it a decent amount at this point and get themselves into field goal range, but the field goal was blocked. 21-9 is your score at halftime. I did not think the Jets were going to be in it, which, I mean, technically they were still in it at this point in the game, but second half of this game was just absolutely atrocious. Any sort of momentum, you thought, okay, the Jets are getting the ball to start. If they go down the field and score, that can make it 21-16, and like maybe they can hang around in this game. 3 and out. Chiefs are moving the ball. They decide to go for it on 4th and short. They give to Le'Veon Bell, and he was stuffed. The Jets were able to stuff him on 4th down, so the Jets take over, but offense doesn't really do anything. Shocking. Demarcus Robinson would get hit with a huge touchdown to make it 28-9. An unbelievable throw from Pat Mahomes, who had himself an absolute day. Just typical Pat Mahomes performance. I'm surprised he didn't throw for 500 yards, but he had himself an afternoon. And that play on the left sideline in the end zone was extremely nice. Good ball and good catch too, by the way. Later on in the second half, Chris Herndon would get his first reception of the game. It was like a designed little dump off to him. And guess what? He fumbled. What a disappointment he has been this year. I was excited to watch Chris Herndon because he had a really promising end to his rookie year. Last year, missed time with suspension and injury. This year has been a non-factor. He has been detrimental to this team. He's a fumbling machine. He's a drops machine. I don't know what it is, but he has been brutally bad. And today was just another example of that. It's sad. It's really sad what has happened to Chris Herndon, Sam Darnold, the rest of this entire team. There is very few bright spots, very few bright spots. And that would set up a touchdown from Mahomes to Tyreek Hill again to make it 35-9, and the route was on at that point. By the way, Darnold would get hurt as well. It looked like he hurt his right shoulder. He was running on 3rd down, trying to get the first down, wasn't close to picking it up, but he did not slide. He was, again, trying to fight for extra yardage, still playing hard at this point in the game, but he would come back in, and they would essentially just have him hand off. He didn't really throw too much after that, which, I mean, at that point, why is he even out there? He was running for his life, and he ended up taking a hit on the one time they did try to throw. So they went run, pass, 3 and out on that next possession. After that, Mahomes' day was done. They pulled him. They put Chad Henne into the game. He finished 31 of 42, 416 yards, 5 touchdowns. 35-9 was the final score. Just another week, another bad performance. I really don't know what else there is to say. We're halfway home at this point. Jets are sitting at 0-8 on their way to a likely 0-16 season. They are not anywhere close in these games. The Chiefs did not play their A game. The Bills didn't play their A game. The week before that, the Cardinals weren't playing their game. Like these teams are not showing up and not putting their best foot forward, and they are still getting blown out. They're still losing by double digits. It's embarrassing. In 8 games, they have 7 total touchdowns. 7. It's 2020 in the NFL. How is this happening? 4 passing touchdowns on the season. Pat Mahomes had 5 in 1 game. The Jets have 4 on the entire season in 8 games. How is this possible? How are we going to continue to do this? It's just it's so frustrating. It's just a matter of running out the clock on this season. Halfway home, it sucks that we have to watch this again. They're going to be on national television this week against the New England Patriots. What a joke that is. The Patriots aren't good, and you can't even enjoy that. They're sitting at 2-5, and the Jets are awful at 0-8, so it doesn't even matter at this point. They're going to play on Monday Night Football. They'll get their doors blown off. It's going to be embarrassing. So Jets are 0-8. Halfway home to Trevor Lawrence, halfway home to the number 1 pick. I just want the season to be over with. I can't continue to watch this on a week-to-week basis. It's so painful to sit there and watch because there's very few things to like. Like in the first half, you had Denzel Mims getting involved, and he actually looked pretty good. And then in the second half, they throw to him 1 time. It makes 0 sense. It really does, and it's sad. The Jets are setting the NFL back decades by their play. It's truly astounding. So 35-9 your final. Sound off in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll talk to you next time.